can't be right there.
Bailey. What do you think of your sister, Tucker T? What do you think of your sister? That's Bailey. We somehow ended up with a Boston Terrier.
Yeah, you are our number one.
Bailey. Bailey. That's you. That's you. Bailey. Bailey.
Yes, we are doing this.
Look how happy she is.
If he likes her, then it's a good thing. If he doesn't,
He's gonna get over it.
stresses him
Hi.
out.
Oh, big yawn.
Are you?
If he didn't bite her, so that's a good sign.
That's adorable.
Boy, baby. That's my
Today we find out what's in the envelope. Well, I already know what's in the envelope. But today you find out what's in the envelope. If I can get the envelope open. And here we go. I can't do it yet because I have to run 7 more miles. So hopefully I'll be back shortly with 7 more miles under my belt, and I can show you what's in the envelope. Because after all, I could have cheated. I could have opened that thing a month ago. Well, not a month ago. I could have opened that thing 24 days ago. But then I would just be cheating myself. So let's go do this. Let's go run the 7 miles and we'll talk shortly. Later. Sorry for the lighting, but I just got done. I completed my goal for the month of 58 miles. I just did 7 miles in an hour and 13 minutes at a pace of 10:31. That puts me a little over 58 miles for the month. And here's why. I'm not big, as I said, I think on one of the past episodes. I'm not, the idea of doing a virtual 5K, a virtual 10K half marathon, that's cool. They got some cool medals. It really doesn't do anything for me. I don't know. You really got to trust yourself in order to do a virtual marathon or a virtual race. And anyhow, it's just not my thing. But I saw this one, and I thought it goes really well with what we try to do here at the What's the Scuttlebutt podcast, and that's to bring awareness of military history, and in this case, even contribute. And so this particular one is put on by Run Fierce, and here is the bib. I don't know if that looks familiar to you, what that combat ribbon is. This is the Vietnam Veterans 5K, 10K, 58 mile challenge. That means you could join this virtual race and run a 5K, 10K. You can even walk run, or you can do the 58 miles. I opted to do the 58 miles, and I ran all 58 of those miles. Well, there's, I don't know, a few miles that I may have walked with Nugget, but there's a few times that she joined me. But anyhow, that's the bib. Pretty cool. Number 104. What else is in here? So this is in here. Run Fierce. Reporting your race times, miles, photos. Let's get you started by visiting our Strava Run Club, which I had already done. If you don't have Strava, blah, blah, blah. Upload your finishing photos. Check us out. Personalized. Hey, Don. Thank you for your support. Welcome to the community. Enjoy completing the race. Hashtag Run Fierce. That's pretty cool. And in my package, now they did offer a t-shirt. I didn't opt for the t-shirt, didn't want to pay the extra money. I will say that I don't know what the percentages are, but all the proceeds go to Vietnam Veterans Awareness charity. But here's the finisher medal. That's pretty cool. Got the Medal of Honor badge at the top. So that's the Vietnam Veterans 5K, 10K, 58-mile challenge put on by Run Fierce. That's a pretty cool medal, I gotta say. Here's something kind of cool, a little extra, little bonus, if you will, which is really cool. Oh, look, good on the wall. Yeah. Because after all, this is a military sponsorship, and they have a custom dog tag that says the same thing: Vietnam Veterans 5K, 10K, 58-mile challenge. So that's what I've been doing all month. That's why I ran this thing, and that's why we were talking about the magic envelope on the video. So I don't know, I thought it was pretty cool. I don't know if I'll do a lot of other virtual races, but I really like this one. I liked what they're doing. I like the fact that they're giving money to Vietnam vets, and pretty cool. I want to save you guys the boredom of me installing this fan, but here you go. First fan I've ever installed from the word go. Let's see if it blows up. Okay, nothing happened. Yeah, that's a good sign. Nice and quiet. There's all these instructions about balancing weights and all this stuff that you may have to balance it, but it looks like it's pretty well balanced. Make sure the light works. There you go. Pretty cool. So basically a while back, Nugget's LED lights burnt out on her fan, and so then the fan itself died. I figured, why get my kid a better fan than I have, so I took my fan down, put it up in her room, and got ourselves a new fan. Got a new dog, you say? You got bird cages, you say? Well, one of these bird cages was given to us by a listener, and we greatly appreciate that. Only problem is it's got like a 4.5-inch gap between the bottom floor of the cage and the waste tray. And the new puppy decides that she thinks it's fun to grab the newspaper and pull it all around the house. So now I have to make some closeouts to prevent that from happening. So here we go. So Gordon reached out to me after the last video and said, hey, why don't you use a circular saw when cutting that stuff? To which I replied, easy, don't own one. So we work with what we have around here. Puppy-proof bird cage. Okay, I'll need to throw this fan away, but I got plans for these fan blades, and so I need to pop those off before I throw that bad boy away. Gordon after the last video that I really need to do a half-assed review on this drill. I did do a half-assed review on this drill on the What's in Your Head podcast, formerly known as the Warman and D-Train Show, but I had just gotten it, and just to give you a little hint, you've seen me use this drill in the past few videos. I have not plugged this thing and charged it in over probably a month and a half, maybe 2 months, and the battery's still holding. So one day I'll do a review on that drill. Okay, full disclosure, we had to go out to the Lowe's to get the lumber to do the bird project, and so for our podcast in the studio, by the way, welcome back to another episode of the What's the Scuttlebutt podcast studio in the box, episode 6, I think. Damn, this project's going a long time, but obviously, you know, I'm still working, and luckily, thank God, I still have work to do, and we're doing these projects and this work after hours and on the weekends. But anyhow, I had to buy this piece of lumber for our box, and we'll show you why here momentarily. Now, for those of you who are familiar with this channel and seen all of our videos, we do have a segment called the Half-Bash Review, and a while back, I think you can see it right here, we did a half-bash review on these light boxes. I did 2 of them, one that snaps together and one that uses magnets. This is the one that uses magnets, and we determined it sucks because it falls apart, but we're going to utilize parts off of this for our project. And the part we are looking at is this LED light strip. So I'm hoping I can so delicately remove it from this crappy plastic here without breaking it. Success! So now you can see that. We'll put some 3M tape on there. I guess we'll probably put it on this side here. Right there. Plug in our USB cable like so, or like so. Plug in our light strip down here like so. And now, let me give you a shot of what we have here. We got a power strip here because I'm going to put supporting chains on here, so that when you open the box, it stops right here, and we can prop the laptop up in there. Once the laptop's sitting there, you take this USB cable right here, plug that into your laptop, plug the microphones in. But here's what we just did. Take this cord, pull it out like so, plug it in your power source, and now if we're in a dark spot and this is tilted up like so, we have a light. And so we're getting close to being done. I got a few parts on order. I got to get some paint, but we're getting close to being done. Only thing I really have left to do now is to figure out the microphone situation, and we will call it done and we'll test it out. Thank you guys for sticking around for this incredibly long project. But as you see, we've gotten a lot of things done in between, and maybe on the next episode I got to do an oil change on the Tacoma. But thank you guys for hanging out with us, and as always, please like, subscribe, share us with your friends, and if you don't mind, go to patreon.com, look for Digital 410, or click on this link right here and sign up for Patreon. It's $1 a month, and that money will go to help support this channel, as well as and that money will go to help this channel as well as all of our podcasts. I can't speak, I'm tired, I'm hot, I'm sweaty, I don't go inside. So I will see you guys next time.
This has been a Digital 410 production.